Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimon suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Consul. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh, how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the sovereign of Vermont! Long live the sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll come along, you feckless dullards.
Not my duty.
Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond me. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed.
Time for you to get to work.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You must fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
That's enough.
You are most vulnerable to taming your magics. Take care not to let your foes draw too near before you reach them. But should the battle turn dire, keep in mind that you do have recovery mode at your disposal. Boulders, barrels, and the like make effective weapons for the clever combatant. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to them.
Are you unharmed?
Make ready. We move to intercept.
Consane!
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a feral curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Consane it. The accursed creature escaped. Oh, you! Get back here! Quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
You must, John. That is the only path.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there, but shoot it down!
world you must protect.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Have you beheld the dragon as yet? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
What? You've no memories, Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Follow me, if you would. So this is Melve. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see.
Pitiable Arisen.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a...
Hast thou forgotten thy... That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
We must withdraw!
This moment forth, thou art arisen, charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember?
Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. I am sorry to hear that, though I cannot say I am surprised. A great many were bathed in the dragon's flames that day. Oh, you must be special, indeed. How else could you have survived to return here?
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in the... If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the man. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life. She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access... Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper. Go on, 'twill... If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you.
So this is where you've been. Come with...
Shall we seek some answers?
Ah, you've returned. Good. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to... Good. Then... Hold here a moment. I shall bid the...
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean?
'Tis uncertain. This one
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that...
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. It's What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places. You have my gratitude, sir. I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid is dispelled. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is you must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, you and no other are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Ramon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent. Should Disa denounce Your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display Your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have, if Your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. What say you? I thank you, Your Majesty. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth.
I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to... Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight.
And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly!
But I've got the coin, I swear it.
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call...
The lad seemed rather ignorant of the world. Hasn't had anyone...
Oh, 'tis you. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught my eye. A small, ornate box of exceptional craftsmanship. Alas, 'twould seem I can certainly procure the gold if you'd be kind enough. Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Are you sure? Oh, many thanks. I shall repay you anon, you've my word.
Not you again!
Ah, but I've brought the gold.
Oh, well,
My thanks. I finally have what I came for, and...
Claim. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, you man. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope, should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come, and ere it slips my mind.
Well done, Master. By your efforts, our task is complete.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to...
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone... Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that... My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent King Sven appears to be missing from his chambers.
Me? No, sir. Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent...
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity... Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Your Majesty, how fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear. To think, Disa's actions of what is a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is if Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's folk, you have done well, your Majesty. Though I am limited.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
That's odd.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will... I refer to Waldor many a time as Disa demanded Waldor amend the Code of Vermont, and many a time as the magistrate refused her. For our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite... What say you? Might you be... I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeon. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way...
Would that I now had cause to draw steel.
And have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you?
Oh. Or, Deesa's arisen is false. Or, have you proof that you are arisen? Ah. They say the Arisen's breast bear by that mark. 'Twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, he went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but who escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old text, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's. That said, if you know of a place, will tell me. Does that? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
A place with books likely to entice Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of...
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for many thanks. May fortunes... hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. But you see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone... Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. This building's very old. It could be that he's... Might I impose on you to...
Might I propose we seek out new information? I know the gent...
Malcolm's been really into it. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen. Malcolm? All he's don't know why he bothered.
Is we were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept, and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward...
Shall we report our results?
Vaults, you say? Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then come, I fear the prey. Follow me, and quick. I believe this is the place to which... Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. Let us make haste. Malcolm, thank goodness you have my eternal...
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books, and...
Truly? Perhaps we ought to...
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing?
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is why I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection Might I ask that you not share? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, let's investigate this place's secrets to...
Oh, you there? You're who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern.
If we are to strengthen, you discovered this. I imagine 'twould indeed be sufficient. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizen.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my Oh, to think such a... Guide me outside, then. If you can... Aye, this should be far enough. If you truly are arisen, words may be wind, but there's no mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of
If we are to... Since Magistrate Wardor has been safely... Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit... Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray.
Outstanding.
A job well done.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest from the pains he took to remain on scene. 'Tis plain that Allard wished that alone is reason to suspect a connection to the Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn.
Go off on your... You are the Arisen. Follow me. 'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you,
I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
What business could be so pressing?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits...
My lord...
Oh, unring your hat, as if anyone in this palace would... Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her...
Surely none more important than this.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace.
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
If we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen, I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest. Let me see. It reads, "Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready." A meager clue, though 'tis clear that the Queen Regent, though the political situation is stable at present, I fear such a partnership would only, at any rate, to seem our search as... I will investigate these matters as best I can. Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, and ere it slips my mind, pray, take... As a reward for your Majesty, you will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured...
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
Damn dragon. Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I will fell that thing myself.
Show yourself! 'Twas a lesson in... Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel... Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not... 'Tis a style all my own, a patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole...
Ever since the reign of Rothace, the village of Melv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom. Yet twice now, as the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties, before being allowed to the fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young... Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Malv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight.
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent...
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has... If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought.
What? I intended nothing of the...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must...
You came to see me. Still, how would you like to stay the night? It was by your godly efforts that Malv escaped the... The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. I wanted to tell you that. Now, it is time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I...
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended, as that all who seek to abet her will be tried in turn.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several... I cannot say why for certain, but realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose...
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone?
Aye, that's the long and short.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. For the time being, your village will be in our hands.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would... You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though, she left the village that she might fulfill her charge. As for where she went, I do not... 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the... I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen...
If we are to strengthen your or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart.
Master! Pray, leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of... I imagine this artifact is the... Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this god's prey, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform...
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway?
These claim as a... So the acting chief of Melv was blamed. However, I've heard no report of her capture as of yet. It may well be that she is safe. Perchance, is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save the sigil upon that letter from some days past, or the crest of the Batali Palace. Yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. With such hindrances in mind, few may pass through Batal's fortress, save with some coin. I was able to convince one such merchant ought guaranteed passage through the border checkpoint. But alas, 'tisn't. You shall have to act the part. But as to how that should be done...
The destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates! So, you seek go on through.
What business have you here? Does that make you be at ease? I bear you no ill. Come, let me buy you a drink. The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the I know not what manner of person you are. I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair. For those who hold such permits, glad I am to hear it. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their art, a simple plan I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me.
I admire your dedication, Master.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man, for as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer.
Who are you? I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, is that all? Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, by refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. However, small fragments are meaningless. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, 'tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for... Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them.
I'll gather these now.
Since times of... Remember, draconic blood flows. So long as ye retain your will, you'll find you're bound to it, the god's way. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batal. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Ye need not... Aye. Still, I suppose I can tell. After all, now that ye have been marked as... So it stands to reason. A mockery of one, perhaps, but not the dragon true. Then go. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Then I bid ye farewell.
I knew you would come. You seek answers, and you shall have them. If 'tis within my power to know them. Loath as I am to admit it, I know little. I sense a land soaked in warmth. Yet it now lies many fathoms below the surface of the sea. Though 'tis strange, for I sense also 'twould seem a path will be open to you in time. Perhaps he who was Dragon Forged can tell you more.
One of us has been poisoned!
About time you came along. I've a special tale. Or so I'd like to say, but it is getting rather late. Ah, good. You're awake. Look to the sea, my friend. I've told you about the sunken temple in the middle of the sea, haven't I? But I ne'er spoke of the man who resides there.
He was such a... as he himself would have it. He was once entrusted with the task of what, yet he tired of his duty and abandoned his palace, though he was a just and goodly ruler. It sounds unfortunate, but if you ask me, 'tis all a matter of perspective. I should know. In all my long years, I've never forgotten a single... Would that I could forget some of it. A lie it may seem, but a lie 'tis not. Come see me again if it pleases you.
Heavens fend. I'd not known there were ruins in the depths of this cavern till the path appeared. 'Twas magic. I should have liked to investigate, if the place hadn't been crawling at any rate. I'd best report this discovery to my commander.
Straight.
So, another comes seeking to interpret. Yet your wicked schemes will avail you not. Watch it. Time and again have you sent unto me your minions. Why do you not draw your blade? You seek not my death. I am Rothas, founder of the Kingdom of Vermund. And you appear to be arisen. Tell me your reason for coming here. Godsway. E'en from these depths I have beheld the Batali scut. A baleful, maddening act to transmute the fractured souls of Arisen into such frivolous baubles. Aye, that which you seek is a soul much like your own. Yet rarely will you find one intact, for splinters are all that remain of those pitiful Arisen who were bade come here by the Watching One to end me. The flesh may rot, the soul fragment, and 'twould seem the Batali seek to augment this power through their perverted arts. Yet 'tis folly, the frolicking of children. Such a trinket could ne'er hope. I know little of your intent, but I sense in you a powerful will. I shall grant you this blade. It too is the soul of an Arisen. Mine own, in fact. Alas, the ages have taken their toll. 'Tis as withered as mine own flesh. Yet, mayhap, the Batali's profane magics would be capable of... If that is what you seek, Arisen, then go unto their stronghold. I believe 'tis there you shall find the means to achieve it.
No, this is all wrong. What use of pitiful fragments such as... What we have achieved is sufficient to sway the pawns. But when the time comes to fell the dragon, I fear it may... Ah, a new hand, are you? Have you some business with me? Why? This? But why do you possess such a thing? Where did you obtain it? No, all that matters is this. With this alone, I must make haste that I might deliver it to Lord Phasis even a moment sooner. But wait, no. I have not the worm's life crystals to restore it. Confound it all! Oh, to be ridiculous. But I suppose I am in no position to decline, even if 'tis a fool's errand. Lord Phasis is satisfied with the God's way as 'tis, you see. Though I suppose 'twouldn't do to send you away in... Now, as I've said, worm's life crystals can only be obtained from... All the better if it happens to be a lesser dragon. You've returned. Have you obtained any worm's life crystals? You have. Incredible! That is no small feat. Yet here you are. And this is precisely... I shan't delay. Come by again tomorrow. By then... Oh, 'tis finished. The result is even more sublime than I'd hoped. I must deliver it to Lord Phasis at once. Though, mayhap... No, I cannot leave this in your hands. I may not be fleet of foot, but only I can do this. Wait, I've changed my mind. You take it. Deliver the blade to Lord Phasis. You ought reach him in time.
Go now. Make haste for Moonglint Tower. There your journey will come to an end, one way or another.
Unfathomably enormous! I dare say a Cyclops could be as an ant beside it!
Indeed! And where is it bound, I wonder?
I only pray it steers clear of settlements and causes no destruction.
What is that? The old statue appears to be pursuing their phases. Yes, of course. It appears... Well...
It would seem the stone puppet has stopped. Have the wounded been tended to?
Yes, my lord.
Good. I trust you are prepared, Sovereign of Vermont.
Will it really be all right? I'm not about to be charred, am I?
Fear not. You are in no danger. The dragon shall be under my control when it appears. Come. Let us press onward. Dragon, heed my call. Your will is mine to command. Curses. This arrival of the true Risen is most inopportune. Sovereign of Vermont, the ritual must not be disturbed. Let not the Arisen approach. You can manage that, I trust.
At last, you may confront the pretender to your title, Master.
Your efforts are for naught, Arisen. Now, simply watch as this world's hollow and fruitless order is remade by my hand. The ritual is complete. The dragon comes. Behold! The Royce Dragon! By my power, the dogma of dragons is unmade. You could ne'er understand, Arisen. We must all be freed from the vulgar order wherein the dragon's existence determines all. Not enough. Cursed Arisen. You've doomed us all to a cycle.
Greetings, Arisen. Hast thou summoned the resolution to face me? Then answer me this. Why dost thou fight? Is it to reclaim thy flesh, thy stolen heart? Or is it to reclaim thy throne? I offer thee a choice. Grant unto me this life in my claws, and be gone from this place. Or stand and fight. Pitiable Arisen. The time for thou to make thy choice is come. Show me the path thou wouldst walk. Go, and thou shalt live to claim thy coveted throne. Fight and thy life is forfeit. Thou wilt face the dragon's dogma. Intriguing. This then is thy will. Our parley is done. We must fulfill our charges. I, as the dragon, and thou as the Arisen. Climb upon me. We shall depart for our true battlefield. Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? 'Twould become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into it save chaos, great and terrible. Surviving in such a world would be no simple matter. The world shall not change with my death, nor shall it change with thine. Consider, Arisen, how it is thou came to be. How have the once closed paths before they come to be closed? Think well, Arisen, but rest not. I will know thine answer through the strength of thy will. Thou shalt come to swathe through the false benevolence enshrouding this world. Arisen, pitiable soul tossed by the winds of fate. Wilt thou slay me, or be slain? I know not how this story endeth. The outcome was determined in a time before reckoning. And yet, Arisen, born of a hapless faith though it may be, perchance 'tis thy will, and thine alone, that couldst contest the great will of this world. Thou art too late. The hour is upon us. We must decide a victor, and in so doing, form a link in the chain that bindeth this wheel. Tell me, Arisen, what is thy desire? Is it to slay the dragon, thereby delivering the world? Or dost thou really seek conflict with the mighty foe?
The aftermath. Prime chance to counterattack. Leave this to me. I'll distract it.
have slain. But heed this, Arisen. By will alone doth the world form a ring, an unending cycle. All is preordained, even my death at thine hands. Yet perhaps thy will is great enough to put an end to it.
Why do you pursue me, Arisen? You have fulfilled your charge, are you not satisfied? Seek you greater status? Perhaps to rule the world entire? Tis power you desire, you need merely spy out the path.
Your choice is thine, Arisen. By thy will alone can the course of the winners of fate be altered.
Mhm.